you a sleepy baby?
Well, are you?
Oh, sorry. See, we have to do the most important part. See, he turned around. I was trying to get him to, like, pay attention. Wait, no, he's gone. He's like, no, I shoo you, I hiss and I boo you. Hello, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I gotta start these streams with something other than I'm tired, but I'm tired. Right? I know. Such is the state of December in late stage capitalism. Hello, it has been a day. Yes, it has. It's been a day that ends in Y, and there have to be like 7 more of them before I can have days that end in I'm going back to bed. You know? What KB says, y'all, it has been an excellent day. I found fancy chocolates in the fridge. Bravo.
Nice.
I got a computer program working finally. And most importantly, I had a medical problem properly diagnosed. Excellent. The solution is surgery. And that is scheduled for March 19th. I'm so relieved this issue from the last 3 to 4 years will finally stop. Hooray!
Hooray! Good job.
Congratulations. I am very happy for your news, and I will like roll around vicariously in it because that sounds lovely. Here we are.
The thing I love about that photo you took of Twiglet is the look in his face is like,
hang on.
You saw nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Ducky named this. What did Ducky name this? Twiglet victorious in single combat against the lonely. So, that is my Peter Lucas plushie. It's Squishmallow or whatever. And Twiglet is big enough now that he can drag it around the house.
Quite comfortably, like off the ground.
Yes. So he brought it into the office today and vanquished it like the foe that it is. And it amused many of our stream mods. And I have a cup of tea. And a mince pie. Twiglet looks like he's going, Mother, I have won the battle. Yes. Well, he dragged it half the length of the house to come in and show me that he could vanquish it while I was in the middle of other work.
There are 2 primary games. The first one is we play with the fishing rod toy until he catches it, and then he walks it the length of the house to show Marguerite what an incredible hunter he is. And the
mama's cat. He's such a mama's cat.
And the second favorite game is what I call the crime paw, where we have curtains
in the living room
over the French windows at the back. And he hides behind them. And the game is you hit the fishing rod toy against the curtains, and then he hurls the front 50% of his body with no idea where he's going forwards.
And sometimes he hits the toy, and sometimes he doesn't.
And a lot of the time, all you see is just if this is the curtain, you see this kind of, or as often.
Right, and now. He started doing this under a blanket on the bed.
We call this cave panther hours.
Yeah, he's an albino cave panther, and he likes to pounce on things and then drag them back under the blanket. Again, that's his new favorite game.
You can see why he's tired. He's had a lot today.
Look at him. He's so tuckered. He's eaten like 2 cans of food and destroyed many cardboard boxes, so he's all tuckered out. I also feel all tuckered out. Hey, Bonsai, how's it going? Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday night. This is the Wednesday night stream. This is night.
Wednesday night. It's a Hammond organ recital night.
Really?
It's some of you who have been here for a while may have noticed that I'm quite fond of what is, I believe, referred to as a non sequitur joke, where something is funny because you don't expect it at all.
Right.
One of my favorite frequent non sequitur jokes is during the initial run on the BBC.
Oh, Spinny Cat! I've done that a couple of times. He likes that too. Or to be on a blanket and dragged around on the hard floor. He thinks that's very amusing.
The amount of times the iconic closing credits for Red Dwarf were completely subsumed by something else. My 2 favorite ones are, there is one where it's done by an Elvis, I think, synthetic.
I remember that.
Which is superb. And one where the end credits roll, you get the build-up and it stops and Roma goes, it's Wednesday night, it's amateur Hammond organ recital night. And then this terrible, jaunty Hammond organ rendition. Making garbage pot, exactly. This terrible Hammond organ version of it is played. It makes me laugh every time.
Okay. I respect that.
I started reading Shirtless Bear Fighter this week. I have been reminded of why
this is the comic book that got published.
Yes, it is. And it's a comic book where both the title and his name are Shirtless Bear Fighter. Like, his first name is Shirtless.
His first name is Shirtless.
Yeah, there's one episode where they put him in a t-shirt and he's very weak and he goes, "Shirts, my own weakness."
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He was raised by bears to fight them.
And that makes shirtlessness his power how?
Because
okay.
art.
I thought so.
The first issue has the moment where the FBI come out to his compound to try and bring him in, and you get this close-up shot of him just glowering off into the middle distance going, "I won't do it, I can't come back." And the FBI guy goes, "They're in the city, shirtless." And he just closes his eyes and goes, "God damn it." And I fell off the sofa. I was laughing so hard. I've seen that movie 1,000 times.
I'm glad, because every time you see that movie, I don't have to see that movie, which makes me much happier.
Hooray.
Hooray. How was your time?
4 things on this show.
How was your not minced pie?
Festive.
Alistair doesn't like minced pies. I adore minced pies in the month of December. And so Alistair said, "What are you having? Bakewell?"
It's a festive Bakewell.
Which means it's a Bakewell with sprinkles, basically. 4 things on the show.
So the first thing we do on this show is this bullshit.
This bullshit right here.
The second thing that we do on this show is probably slightly more of this bullshit. Let's be real. The third thing is our kind of main event, which at the moment is playing the deeply lovely Tavern Talk.
Yes.
And the fourth thing is Shenanigans, which we instigated back when we did a lot of horror. Who knows, maybe one day we'll do horror again.
Yeah, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is kind of sort of
it brings the spooks. And the idea is to send you to bed on something other than something which will have you white-knuckling your duvet-shaped axe armor as you fall asleep.
So Dawson says, according to my Twitch recap, I've watched 144 hours of this channel this year, which is both impressive and a bit disconcerting, considering I hadn't heard about the channel before August.
We are so happy to have you.
That's
here.
fantastic. I haven't had a Twitch recap. Oh, I'm sad now.
I had a YouTube music one, which I'm fairly sure is lying.
Yeah, it seems the algorithm got tweaked or something, and we don't use Spotify, so I don't get a Spotify rap.
I am apparently in the 0.4th percentile of Imagine Dragons users on YouTube. I mean, I like Mr. Dragons, but either there's 15 of us, or the metric's really low.
Yes, I'm not sure. And I can't believe that the Doom song that you listen to isn't
context. It's what during the time where I was on the video game I can never talk about. One of the things which got me through hey, we have no idea what we're doing, but could you please write 50 pages today, which we'll use and then tell you it's wrong. Here's some money phase of my life.
Welcome to game design, right?
You must design 20 bikes. Each one must be identical. Each one must have unique characteristics. There is one sprite. You may change colors. That is all.
And the funny thing is, he then started writing these while he was reading the prompt.
I actually did that. One of the things that got me through it was very specific.
The soundtrack to the Doom movie.
Not entirely correct, but very close. For big, complex, difficult stuff, I would listen to the soundtrack to Top Gun Maverick on loop. Because that is heroic things done difficultly and quickly.
I have to tell everybody that we figured out what your call sign is.
That will come next.
Okay.
Yes. But the default thing to the point where I'm fairly certain that I listen to this for 8 hours at a time. Go to YouTube and search for a track called The Only Thing They Fear Is You. This is from the Doom Eternal soundtrack. You will probably be served a scene from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia entitled When the Doom Music Kicks In, which has had this added to it, which is Charlie and Mac beating the shit out of several children. Which sounds very dark, but it is made hilarious by the fact that child actors are obviously having the best time and are barely concealing the fact they're laughing their asses off. This is where I first heard this music. It has now become my let us do the hard thing music by default.
Yeah, and every time I hear it on the speakers, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yes.
And you listened to it for 75 billion thousand hours.
Yes, although apparently the track I listened to the most on YouTube this year was Strange Game, which is the theme tune to Slow Horses by Daniel Pemberton and Mick Jagger.
That I can...
Which I can completely understand because it's very good.
Yes. In fact, it needs to go on the Alistair playlist.
Oh, it already is.
At some point.
Oh, I think it already is.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I have a whole soundtrack, a whole playlist of music that is, this is what the inside of Alistair's brain sounds like.
It's surprisingly perky.
It's very, very perky. Exactly.
Some would say chipper.
Yeah. Exactly.
My Top Gun call sign, this was a meme that did the rounds on Blue Sky this week. And unlike a lot of those memes, which are, hey, give up vital information about you.
Give us your personal info for lulls.
For every like, drop a piece of lore, human. What? Nothing.
No. Just no.
One of the things that did the rounds was, what would your Top Gun fighter pilot call sign?
The last thing you ate would be your Top Gun call sign.
And I encountered this at the best time because mine was Cookie. And so many people were like, yes,
your call sign would be Cookie.
And the eventual conclusion was that the goggle eyes would go on both the F-18 and the fighter pilot helmet. And the F-18 would be blue with a black nose cone with the goggle eyes on each side. Also, the helmet might be furry. Welcome to the show.
Yes, that is very much you. We only have one more stream.
We do. This is the penultimate Wednesday night stream for 2024.
Yeah, so
the chances of us finishing Tavern Talk in the next 4 hours are non-existent. So if you're looking for the first game we're playing in 2025 on Wednesday, you're about to see it.
Yeah. On the subject of music, I'm still suffering from the TerrorVision earworm. Thank you, very much.
Whales and dolphins.
Whales and dolphins. Did you actually do that?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course I did.
He did whales and dolphins, and then I saw it and I ran downstairs and I sang it. But I'm like, damn it.
For those of you that don't know,
here's another Blue Sky meme going on, which is quote up to 3 words from a song that are not its title that will make somebody instantly start to sing it. And so Alistair did whales and dolphins.
Go to YouTube again. Type in TerrorVision, like television, with terror, followed by perseverance. That track came out when I was younger than I presently am. The band is still around. They still talk, by the way.
TerrorVision's still
way beardier. It's great.
If TerrorVision ever tours, I'm buying you tickets.
Oh, I know, right? That would be so good.
Oh my god!
And they're
be
also,
like sending you on a play date.
They're also apparently wonderful live. They're still very sprightly, so that's good. But no, Perseverance by TerrorVision is genuinely what the inside of my head sounds like.
Yes, that one has to go on there. I need to be taking notes. It's not been a good Marguerite remembering things day, so I'm gonna take some notes. Whales, dolphins. Okay. Whales and I spelled it like the country. Just ignore me. Dolphins. Okay.
Nicely
what
done.
What was the other track that we were gonna? The inside of your brain sounds like. We just talked about it like 3 minutes ago. See, this is why I have to write things down.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week. It's been a busy week, John. Okay. I can do it with one word. Bismillah.
You see, you say that, I jump directly to an Everlost track that might not be the one you're talking about. But it works. That's the beauty of the meme.
Yeah.
It works regardless of what your intention is.
Bismillah. That one's not ringing bells for me. Fascinating. I love this. So yeah, we're gonna play some more Tavern Talk. No, I'm talking about Queen. Okay.
Oh yeah, you are, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good one.
Before we start talking about the game we are playing, let's talk about a whole lot of indie games have dropped trailers this week. There is, so I will put it in the, speaking of YouTube videos, we all need to go watch. Here we go. Poem 2 is now in development and has a cute little trailer, which is great.
Thank you, Herben.
And then oh dear. Oh dear.
If you'll excuse me.
Next March. Leicester and Oxford. Oh, thank you. Someone hasn't finished his Christmas list yet, so
thanks, buddy.
That's going on the list.
Never seen him, what?
Neither have I. I'm not going to do any of this song. I hope they play Hot to Go. There we go.
They actually might very well.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. There we go. Toem 2 is now in development, and there is a trailer for the next
Hey, other doc.
Duck Detective as well, which is something about like the haunted campsite or something.
Yes, I believe it's called the Glamping Ghost.
Strange Horticulture is on the Steam sale for $4.79.
Do it.
Please
Go now.
hold on 1 second. Opening my wish list on Steam because that one's been on it for a while. Wish list. Where are you? Strange Horticulture. Oh, yes. £4. Please to be coming to me. Thank you. By the way, does anybody here speak and read Polish?
Why?
Well, long story short,
Oh, yeah.
I sent my something like 8 weeks ago. I sent my sewing machine away to get repaired because it needs to every couple of years.
Can I do the thing?
Yes.
It's weeks later.
The machine is finally returned after a lengthy saga.
It's actually already gone out and come back once.
Yeah, and it had to be sent back out a second time to do something else related to it, and it returned damaged. Now, I have found a replacement part for the thing that was damaged, which is part of the casing. Sadly, only enough to order a drink. But the website's Polish, and I can translate it into English, but it won't register and blah. Anyway,
Could I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Ever.
I might reach out to some friends when I have a lot more bandwidth. I've put it on my holiday after you've slept for a week, Marguerite. You can think about doing some things again list. But I want to try and order a replacement part. Hello, Cat Penguin. Sadly, only enough to order a drink. Okay. I think that's everything. So Toem 2, Duck Detective has a second game that's coming out.
Yep.
The Glamping Ghost.
So if you haven't played Duck Detective, it is a lovely, very funny point and click deduction game based around wordplay with a haunted, embattled, recovering breadaholic police officer turned private eye. Duck is the lead.
There we go.
And
there it is on Steam. Duck Detective is just so delightful.
And Brian David Gilbert of Dropout and numerous other things is a recurrent in it, and he's very, very good.
It's really short. I think it was maybe
in 4 hours.
5 hours. Deductions, yes. It's really only enough to flirt. Don't ask. I won't. But figures, thumbs up. It's really cute. It's very fun and easy. It's highly recommended. And they are coming out with a second storyline for it, which makes me very happy. Were there any other games announced?
Ghost of Jotai for next year, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, starring Erika Ishii.
Yay!
There's also Exodus, which might have your number. Exodus is, if I remember correctly, a bunch of the original Mass Effect devs.
Okay.
Artificial intelligence, cloning, relativistic time travel.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds interesting. And then there was some other Arctic.
Yes.
Arctic. Summer was talking about it. Hold on. Let me go to my external brain.
I'll vamp it while you look. It is a game where you play someone who is alone at an Arctic research station aside from a court-mandated therapist bot. And what becomes apparent very quickly is something unpleasant is happening that the bots may be not allowed to talk to you about.
Right. It looks kind of like if the long, dark, and the guy from the little guy from Portal 2, Wesley, was that his name?
What you're doing there is jumping.
Right, but and that's close enough. If the two of them had a game together, it seems to be like a thing situation. It looks really cute.
The other one that people might want is a demo for Crescent County. Crescent County is now up on Steam as well.
What is Crescent County?
Crescent County is teenage witch motor broom racing.
Okay. That sounds interesting. Not so much onto racing games, but it looks cute.
With plot and such.
With plot
With
and
plot
such.
and such.
They got both times.
Plot and such.
Plot and such. Yes, exactly. Here, welcome to Marguerite and Alistair catching up on their videos and web browsing at you. That sounds terribly boring, I have to be honest. Is he still asleep?
He's asleep in the sense.
I mean, he's asleep 90% of the time, so yeah, exactly. Right. Should we get the game set up?
Come on then.
Is there anything else that we should talk? Oh, we were going to talk about scheduling after we went on 95,000 detours. So this is the penultimate Wednesday night stream of the week. Come on. Of the year. There we go. And we'll be streaming again next Wednesday, the 18th, when I will, probably with margaritas, because by that point I will officially be on Christmas vacation. That'll be very happy.
We had also discussed jalapeno poppers.
Jalapeno poppers and margaritas sounds delightful.
Beige.
Let's get beige. Yes, exactly. And then this coming Sunday, the 15th, will be our last Sunday stream of the Drinks and Night Cheese, right? Okay, everybody, next week.
Drinks and Night Cheese.
It's Drinks and Night Cheese. Bring beverages of choice and snacks of choice. Bonus points for cocktails and cheese. And that sounds delightful. We'll just, bring your virtual gifts and we'll hang around and we'll eat cheese. You have gin. Amazing. I'm going to have a margarita for sure. But this Sunday will be our last Sunday stream because after the 18th, we are officially on break. And we will be back the week of... I'm trying to remember when we're back. I don't think it's till June.
We're not back till June.
No.
That would be lovely. No, don't disavow me of that yet. Let me have a moment.
No. January. I think it's like... the week of the 13th. Don't quote me. I'm going to have to look up when we're back. We'll talk about it on social media. Don't worry about it. Or, who knows? Maybe Twitch's notification features might work. That would be a lovely Christmas present for all of us, wouldn't it?
Merry Christmas. Basic competency.
I know. But yes, tonight...
Thanks, Twitch.
No, don't do the forelock thing.
You boy, what day is this? Friday.
Sorry, we've been watching too much stuff out. Are mocktails allowed?
Positively
Beverage of
encouraged. I'll be
choice.
having them.
I don't drink. My medication doesn't make swap. Whatever sort of beverage you like, and that can be water, or that can be mocktails, or it could be something. It could be spicy water. Whatever works for you. January someday, and yes, and then we'll be back in January because we're going to take a nice long break. I hope. Bobby, what you up to? I'm turning.
Dreaming of murder.
Milkshakes are beverages. Those are totally valid. Exactly. And murder. Yes, precisely. So we talked about next streams. Mm-hmm. You gonna build your Christmas list at some point?
I've got it. I just haven't sent it to you. I'll send it to you tomorrow.
What's on it?
Things. They're really... Oh, hold on. Like everything in my life, it's in a draft email or a sticky on my desktop.
I know, his draft. Okay, you know how there are two types of people in the world? There are people who have one unread email in their inbox, and there are people who have 10,000 unread emails in their inbox. He's worse because he has like 6,000 unread drafts on top of it. And now he's going to look up the exact number.
308 drafts, 379 unread emails.
No. All right. When I did tech support, I save notes for myself in drafts email, so I get it. Well, it's part of Spycraft. For the longest time, draft emails would be saved in servers that spies could access, but other people could not, apparently.
All sorts. There's a beeswax candle in there. There is.
Okay, let me get to the good stuff. Let's see. Thunderbirds. Mint Kitchen Cookbook, that's mine, dibs. The Giant Library of Tomorrow, that looks good. Twisted Metal. Oh, God. Hundreds of Beavers. I expected Cuckoo. I expected... Oh, Mortal Engines books. Don't we have those at all?
No.
Oh, okay. That's the candle. That's very lovely. Japanese Kit Kats.
Yeah, I really, really want the Mandalay cookbook.
Recipes from a Burmese kitchen. Ooh, that sounds good. Coriolanus. Okay. Happy Death Day. More Westworld. Blue Beetle. Okay, where is the number one thing that should be on this list that is it not right at the top?
Which is?
Fall Guy.
Oh, hold on. This is arranged. This is not arranged by priority. By priority. Highest priority.
The Fall Guy. Yes.
Jean-Claude, attaquez-vous.
Jean-Claude, attaquez-vous. Yes, precisely. We have decided that The Mummy, Twisters, and Fall Guy makes up a himbo trifecta, and that we should watch all three of them together. And I will watch at least 2 of those movies. Go ahead.
Chad Twisters.
Yes, tell everybody about Chad Twisters.
I love Twister, and I loved Twisters very, very much as well. I saw being...
Ask me how many times he played the soundtrack over breakfast. It's a lot. And then he got it stuck in my head, and then it's on my phone.
I saw Twisters and Fly Me to the Moon in a double bill in the middle of the worst part of the worst summer of my life. And it was a really nice afternoon. And I needed a really nice afternoon.
Yeah, you needed it.
And even in amongst all that, even amongst the huge fondness I have for Twisters is bullshit. And I cannot recommend it highly enough. I have hand-sold Twisters based on what I'm about to tell you.
Get to the plot.
One of the 2 main characters in Twisters, other than the female meteorologist who wants revenge on the weather that killed her boyfriend, not joking, is Chad Twisters, not his real name. A world-class rodeo cowboy who gets a PhD in weather after he realizes his job is a bit dangerous, then becomes a world-famous streamer fighting Twisters in his armored twister-proof truck that has drills in the bottom that drill down to hold it in place, and firework launchers that fire up into the Twisters as they go overhead.
To which my response is, this is the GM's boyfriend.
Chad Twisters.
You have the most munchkin-y character I've ever seen.
Such a good movie.
Well, such a movie. Such a movie. There's a whole lot of it moving. Well done.
Hopefully the sequel will happen and we can have whatever.
Oh, God, please.
Linguistic abomination getting the number 3 into the word Twisters will provide. I think Twist 3 is probably the most likely option.
All right, we're going to go to our break now. Right.
Half an hour of bullshit. Enjoy. We'll play a game when we come back.
Imagine someone trying to punch a tornado in the face. It'll happen. I mean...
Earlier today, I watched a movie where somebody...
I created a virtual reality simulation of the tornado so I could punch it in the face.
Earlier today, I watched a movie where an evil Spider-Man's punched in the face with an ambulance. Anything's possible. We live in a new world.
A mummy tornado. No. Well, they kind of already did that, right? I mean, Emotep does the whole sandstorm thing. It's pretty close. Right. We're going to take our first break then and get the game all fired up. So help yourself to a beverage. Doesn't have to be a cocktail. It can be anything you like. Oh, I'm drinking water and tea. And I only have 2 beverages. I need 3. I need a third one. So I'll have to go get another one. Pie does not count as a beverage. I've not reached that stage of life yet.
Your friends dream a little bigger, darling.
Give me time. So we're going to fire up the game and we'll come on back and we'll play a little bit. All right. So I think I stepped on one once. We'll be right back, everybody. Have a good stretch. Yes, I do promise. The next time we go into IKEA, I will buy you with hot dogs.
I do hope you're all enjoying Twiglet serving the Batman silhouette there.
Oh, was he?
Batman. Open the door. I have to poo.
Open the door. I can't find the toy. Mom, where's the toy? Mom. Mom, I want chicken. Mom. Mom, I want the water fountain. Please breathe. Please breathe. You're starting to worry me. We've already decided what Twiglet's Halloween costume is going to be. It's going to be the easiest Halloween costume in the world. We're going to get a little red ribbon around his neck and a little plush knife.
So he's going to be a fancy lad.
He can be a fancy lad causing problems on purpose. Yes, exactly. Mom, I need chicken. Oh God, that's gonna haunt me. That was delightful. Are you okay?
I'm very good.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're still breathing. That's very important to me. There's DLC. Ooh. I'll have to look into that later. All right, where?
DLC with a hot elf. So, I mean, there's DLC with another hot elf.
Right, there's many hot elves in this game. All right. Where are we?
I think it's Crossroads of 3.
I think it puts it in the right place and I always scroll by mistake. There's the auto save. I don't want the auto save. Where's my loaded save? I want my artisanal loaded save. Thank you. Oh, that's right. We were just about to make a drink for...
Mom, as he is today.
Mom, I need a drink. Okay. We have to stop doing this. We have to. Honest. Okay. There we go. All right. Where's my... Is there like a... Here we go. Dialogue history. Remind me what I'm doing. 1,000 wins. Okay. Babel wants 1,000 wins. I can do that. Look at all that cute decor. Really? Oh, can I click on the board? I can. But it... Oh, I have more rumors. But I don't think I have enough of them to build anything with yet. Look at Rhea's photo. So grumpy. And there's Melly. All right. Okay, so we're going to buy... we're going to make 1,000 wins. That's the wrong button. Here we go. Hello, you look very sweet. Oh, look at their sparkly eyes. Okay. Order 1,000 wins. Okay. Here we go. So it looks like 2 of these. And then 1 of these. And then 3 of these. Pour! Why are you so finicky? There we go. Alright, does that look right? That looks right to me.
The homie has not produced a sign yet.
Do we need 1 more of these?
The top point is slightly off.
No, that looks right. Maybe we need one of the additives. All right, let's here. Okay, so let's start here then. Maybe one of these. Okay. See, that looks correct. But he hasn't... Like, let's try ordering it up and see what happens. This is not the right drink.
It requires but
Is there like one of those additives? I think maybe.
yes, right. Do you have honey flower or golden feather?
This looks like a golden feather to me. Okay, so now.
Ooh, a Cozy Gamers subreddit could join.
A what?
Cozy Gamers subreddit. That's where I just found that.
Okay. That looks right, because it hits the thresholds for everything.
Yeah. Has he popped the sign yet, though?
No. No, it still says it's not the right drink. Here. All right, let's go back to our book. 1,000 Winds. All right, let's look at our ingredients and see if something's missing. Golden feather gives haste. That seemed right. Yeah. Is there only 1.5 measure of something in that? I don't think you can do half measures yet. So let's try this again. See, we need the full 2 measures of that to get to the outer.
Try 3 measures of charisma and 1 of dexterity.
Well, then I need to know which ones are which. That's 2 charisma. 2 charisma, 3 dex?
3 dex, 1 charisma. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Throw it out. My bad.
Andrew, you're getting your field tonight. And this is with the golden feather, right?
3 charisma, 1 dex. And I think with the golden feather, yes.
So 1, 3, huh? Oops, that was 4. Just 3. But then, what about this?
Still looking. You're right, because that's not.
It doesn't go far enough. Let's see, golden feather plus. Let's try 2 here. 1, 2, and then 3 of this, and see if that's enough. And if the plus from the feather handles the rest. So like that. No, still not right. We don't even know if it's the feather for sure. But I think the conversation was about. Yeah. So this is 2. Well, hang on a second. Let me try something. No, that doesn't work. Now, if anything's going to work, it's going to be the feather. Please come with me, Chili Pepper. Thank you. And it seems to be that the feather has to go first. Paste. At least that's how it's been in the past. Well, let's try something. I'm gonna do some science. Since I apparently have unlimited ingredients and time. And then now put the feather in it. I mean, it makes it shiny, but... No. What if I just do 2? Okay, 2 of that. 1, 2 of that. There it is. It's just a 4-measure drink.
We were oversteering.
We were oversteering. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. Science. A breezy drink inspired by you and your kindness.
Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. They make the best drinks, right? Yeah. Okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason. You taste good. As good as things can taste when you're, me.
Well said. Thank you.
By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot.
Hey, Ozzy. Thanks so much. They are also an incredibly courageous and capable hero.
Oh, hey, Ozzy, no worries. That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero. I mean, why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things it can bring. And I want to help people.
He has a mood cape, like a tail. It goes up and down.
Why not? I'm Malachite. Oh, you're Mal. I mean Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about to Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool. And her new friend, she sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all of this, but I think you should be honest with her and with yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zolford could be fixed with honesty as well.
You mean the missing familiar?
I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty.
Another mage mania, rumor unlocked. Sounds like Zolford is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments.
I love how that doesn't specify how many eyes we have.
Yes, I do too. I was just saying.
Zolford isn't very far from here, is it?
No, not too far. It's in Eastern Phasia and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer.
Welcome to Mountport.
I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley?
No, not mine. But Melina is taking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory.
Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her.
Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No. It was a similar age when I ventured out on my first quest.
The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures?
Yes. Oh, that's really sad. No. That's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young so they can accept its existence in their lives.
Oh, child.
That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with that fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations. Yeah, sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? Do you have enough rumors to make a quest yet, innkeeper?
Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information.
Is that very nutritious for you?
No, but it's fun.
In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me, nor anyone else. I shall take my leave.
Good luck.
See you around with less horrors, I hope.
I am the knight. Batman. Mom.
Mom, open the door. No, now I'm worried.
About Malachite or Melly?
Yes, both. You really gotta send her on that quest.
If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zoford is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she's going to go alone.
I hope not. It's a little worse than being alone when you're scared.
Very true.
Are you scared of anything?
Bad Yelp reviews.
I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria.
I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay.
You've got my 5 stars in the bag.
I would ask what you're afraid of, but...
The answer would be everything, yes.
Is it?
Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when I'm scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe that is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of?
I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing.
That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime.
Perhaps. Though one of my friends is sitting here right now.
Where? Wait, are they Oh, you mean me? That makes me really happy. It also makes me feel really quite bad about having to go back home.
Don't worry, go home. Fix the many things that worry you. As long as you come back.
Always. I'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper.
See you tomorrow, my friend. I love the tentacle has a bow on it. Oh, Andu Chow. Dun, dun. That was the bubs.
Completely asleep and very
Sleepy bub.
fluffy.
A sleepy bubs. Back to Starlight Sonata. Day 5, 6, 7, 8. New Horizons. 4th of the aftermoon. And it's still raining. There's nothing fun to click on here. Meh. I like this. Oh. Good mythical morning.
It's well past noon.
It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex.
And did it work?
No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it.
But
No access to the primordial sea. Bummer.
I heard that's not very easy to get.
Practically it is.
Practically.
Practically in theory. Duh.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
You do?
Of course I do.
It looks like no, actually.
No, actually.
No, actually. That's to be expected. No offense, but you clearly aren't a wizard.
And who are you to judge that?
Oh, you know, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you may call me Hex. No need to overcomplicate things.
Nice to meet you, Hex.
Nice to meet you too.
I'll just innkeeper for now.
All right. Well then, innkeeper, how about a super whizzy brizzy drink for me?
Any flavors you might fancy?
Maybe something, something that'll make me focus more and perhaps me to better understand the primordial vortex.
Gotcha.
All right. So thinky drink. Thinky drink.
Brain juice.
Brain juice drink.
You have to let this help this poor person limitless. Their brain needs fast juice.
Well, there's a sparkling nebula.
Or a sunny breeze.
What were the two things that they were talking about?
A whizzy breezy drink.
So I think a summer breeze sounds about right then. Enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes. Very popular among...
Is there something else which is more brainier?
More brainier. The sparkling nebula, it says storytellers and scholars alike.
They sound pretty scholarly to me.
Yeah, this one's heavier on the
brain juice.
On the brain juice. That looks about right.
Good job, Andy. This should boost your focus like nothing else.
Oops, I think I clicked on the... More rumors. Oh, this is... Behold. Hex. How many pages is this going? So there's 8 more characters still to meet, it looks like. Wow. Amazing! I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial sea water to... Never mind. The explanation would be too complex for you to grasp. So...
What complex reasons bring you to my tavern, Hex?
Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria?
And who would that be?
Does it matter?
You tell me.
My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos. But there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure.
Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there would be no entropy. I've found entropy to be quite essential in this world.
And you are? Fred!
Oh, how terribly rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad. And to you, innkeeper, is it?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Look at the fish patterns, and they're in a barrister's wig. What is going on?
I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I am an archivist.
Of course he is.
At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious.
So you're undead?
Precisely, my boy.
How?
Well, I passed on, and then, one day, I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it?
1755.
Beep. Oh, that is... Oh, that is brutally long.
So, how did you come back to life?
Well, I'm honestly not too sure myself. I woke up and I walked on like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew.
I love how he keeps putting the mustache on, like that's going to disguise him.
Yes, those who had risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And, alas, did not care.
Those who'd risen with you? There are more like you out there?
Of course, undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master.
Right.
However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Zolford. I found this small little tavern, really quite delightful. A little bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though I get to listen to a lot of the town's gossip as I go by, of course.
Care to fill me in on that Zoford gossip?
Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Zoford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts.
That's a weird curse.
It's fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. innkeeper said you'd have a drink with this undead fella.
A drink and a mop?
But just a drink. I won't be needing a mop.
If you say so. What would you like?
Well, something to loosen up this non-existent tongue.
Look at the blush.
Something full of charm and appeal.
Charm and appeal for the undead skeleton. Coming right up. I'm guessing the sunny breeze is going to be... Oh, the spoken heart would work as well. Okay, so we can either give him a sunny breeze...
He seems a mite tense.
Or a spoken heart. Brings your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Newfound sincerity, confidence, and heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities.
So?
Yes. Let's do a spoken heart, I think. Okay, so 3 of these. One of those. And one of those. Here we go. One spoken heart for the guy without a heart. A real charmer, just for you.
Hey, Ocean. Jolly! I feel like I could conquer worlds with my words alone.
Oh?
Well, not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know how it is. I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris.
You sure? Academic hubris is sure a powerful one.
Ah, come on now. That type hardly counts.
Agreed. It's only natural. Oh! I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man.
I did.
Yes. I can enhance the aging process of cells. The incubation procedure could... All right, I gotta go. If my sister asked if you've seen me, no, you didn't. Thanks, bye.
Energetic young fella.
Indeed.
If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment.
Of course. Oh, and the sun's come up.
Hey, Inky, how's it going?
Let's pause here because unfortunately that passed really fast and we're about to run another ad break. Folks, this is our middle of the stream break. So if you have been with us since we started streaming, but you haven't had a chance to get up out of your seat and wiggle around a little bit, please do so now. Have a drink of water. Or maybe you need a snack. I have a mince pie. Or maybe you have a kitten who is in need of petting. Or someone you love who is in need of petting. And all of that good stuff. We're going to take 2-3 minutes to have a stretch, and then we'll come back and see what Fable makes of not Manfred here. Shall we? We'll be right back. child has fled. He no longer wishes to be perceived, apparently. All right. Hey, Innkeep. How's it going? Oops, I clicked on her. All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable?
I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences.
Oops, the game audio muted. Sorry, folks.
Also, apparently, a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the SARS were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners. It is impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I am Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my sincere apologies for the impulsivity. That's all right. I was just surprised to find you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually, oh, crumbs. None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak.
Usually, but hardly anything is usual these days.
I mean, the stars fell from the sky. Skeletons might as well speak. There are stranger things in this world. There surely are. Like your drink, Innkeep. That one really gurgled in my bones. So you already tried one? Indeed. Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, Innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll just give up immediately.
No, they don't.
Why is there a blender growing out of the tree?
It looks like some sort of appendage.
It does, doesn't it?
Of course, coming right up.
You might want to put Twiglet Cam back up.
Oh?
Yes.
What are we doing, Bubby? Are we coming back down? You saying hello? What are we doing, Bubs? He's going back in his spot. Oh, pull the bed forward a little bit. There we go. No, he'll be back.
Oh, he'll be
back, everyone, or he'll be causing mayhem. Right. All right. What does Fable want? Swift times 3. All right. I think Swift Strike is probably the only thing we have for that. That's correct. So a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. And a whole lot of this. Thank you, Andrew. Great job. I hope this tastes refined enough.
Oh, this is perfect. You know, just what I need, Innkeeper.
Are they our favorite regular?
It might be our favorite regular.
Of course I do. After all, you're my favorite regular.
I am?
Yeah.
And you're my favorite Innkeeper.
Yay! Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon?
Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better. You perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure, I could use some help carrying a few things over to Dragarin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid! Sounds like a quite useful endeavor. I will gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you.
What do you have for me, Fable?
Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these. And you're always so helpful and nice, I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them.
Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use.
So, you accept donations for ingredients?
Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself.
What about recipes themselves?
It's always great to get more inspiration.
Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe.
Do you store it under your hat?
Of course. Where else would I keep it?
Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe.
Innkeeper, thank you for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then, with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next.
Let's hope not.
I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around.
How sweet.
Let's go, Scully. No time to lose.
Oh. He's having crunchies. Oh! The cape!
The cape!
The cape!
That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Oh, I'm that good.
Did you hear the pipe organ?
Yes! She just looks like she wants to kill him. This is amazing.
And he's still covered in ooze.
He's still covered in ooze, but it coordinates with the cape.
I'm going to save the game really quick because he's just so delightful. He would even get excited about a rusty nail.
Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process.
Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust being my least favorite of them. Ruins a lot of hard work.
Does it now?
Yup. Makes everything porous.
Oh.
Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again.
Likewise, dear Innkeeper. How has your day been?
I can't complain. Had some interesting customers today.
Like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in.
Distinguished, yeah. Gentleman, don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. Welcome to the hour where Twiglet calls for attention. What makes you a gentleman then, Rhea? Manners.
He was quite polite, as I recall. Greeted me with the tip of his hat.
He finds everyone polite, even your slime.
But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have over there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. Reminds me of all the times I had patiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance?
I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we?
Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now.
Not yet.
That's a printer. I'll go.
No.
I'll go.
No, you're reading Kyle. I'll be right back. Excuse us. The cat is on the printer. It needs to be extricated.
Tragic. I've always loved writing letters.
Come now. Come now. Come now, my darling boy. Do you wish to cause problems on purpose?
Mama, I want to do crimes.
All right. Go forth. Do crimes, my son. Just don't do crimes on top of the printer, okay? Good job. Crime time. Come on, child. No, mother, no. Here, do you want the window? No, I want to sniff all these cables. There's just going to be a small tail.
There we go.
All right. We'll keep an eye on him, shall we?
Ocean is not aware of Twiglet.
Ocean has not met Twiglet. Ocean. Okay, hold on. We'll come right back to the game.
You've been here for a while. This is Twiglet.
Meet Twiglet. Twiglet is he's about 6 months old now. Yeah. He is our adorable feral rescue kitten, who's not so much of a kitten anymore. Here he is defeating the lonely in single combat.
He is about 90% deaf.
Yeah.
He also had feline corona when he was very small.
So he is an indoor-only kitty, and he is the king of this domain.
And he is beyond adorable. And also there are times where he's such a little shit.
Yes.
It is. Yes.
Cats will always defeat the lonely. Yes. We are officially in Velociraptor demon baby hours. That's right, my child. Did you hear me talking about you? Come here. No, he doesn't respond to anything. All right, come on. Rhea and Kyle are in the middle of an important conversation here. Let's go back to the game. Sorry, everybody. Inkeep, you got a drink for me. Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's blabbing. Of course. I love Kyle's pipe organ so much. First snow. Like there's snow, like the sun reflecting off a frozen lake, the first snow makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with its frosty taste. In between hot chocolate and frozen glaciers, you'll find yourself well equipped to hike into the snowy mountains. All right, I'm just going to see what else we have on the toughness front. We also have a frosted lagoon. I want to make a first snow, though, I think.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, he's Scram. Yes. There is at least one call that sounds for all the world like, hello, when he's in another room. Yes, he is.
Interesting.
That's not it. Is this another 4 measure again?
Let's try again.
Yes, this is the house. We've been here about
a year.
Almost a year. We moved in January, so this is month 10. And it's amazing. It has changed our lives basically instantly. Because if nothing else, we are no longer waking up to 3 bin lorries every morning directly outside us, and we have outside space. It's so cool.
Ad needed in order to do this, I think.
Look it up. I'll look it up.
No, let me reverse engineer this here. I think it might be this.
There it is.
Nope. The honey flower might be enough. What about this? The golden feather.
I think he might want water. So let me just duck out for a moment and turn the tap on. He has a fountain. But sometimes, most times, he wants water from the sink.
Right, let me try repouring this with the feather in it. Okay, so let's do 3 of these.
What's going on, little man?
Okay. And then I need some of this. But first, no, there we go. Okay, so it's another 4 measure where it gets the bonus just from the feather. Yeah, he has a fountain at all times of the day, and we thought he might not like it in the winter because it's got a stainless steel basin and he might think it's too cold. But I think he's just spoiled rotten, and he likes it when we turn the tap on slightly warm water for him. Is that what's happening now?
No, what's happening now is rather more sanitary.
I see. Okay. Apparently, that was the cry of, "Excuse me, humans, my litter box is not to my exacting specifications." What can I say? He's spoiled rotten. And he's spoiled rotten because, you know, he will never break my heart and move away from home. I will never have to pay for his college education. And I can legally put him in a cage if he pisses me off and not get arrested. So, you know, he's the perfect companion. Let's be honest. Yeah, with their old bathroom, the tap was leaking, and despite the water fountain, they will drink from the leaking bath tap. Yeah, he tries to get the kitchen sink all the time, which is just ridiculous. He likes to play in the bathtub with like one of the spring toys because he likes it. He can bounce it around the tub and it'll go in circles. Marguerite's attitude to motherhood terrifies me, and this is why Marguerite has a pet and not a child. That is precisely correct. I'm like, no. This is the level of subservient engagement from a young one and level of responsibility that I am comfortable with. This is what I would like, please. And I'm waiting to serve the drink until Alistair gets back. Yeah. That's fine. Same, Marguerite, same, right? You know? I think it's a good exchange. Wendy shared earlier. Hey mods, you know that picture I shared a little bit ago in the chat about where my kitten sleeps? You guys can share that one again if you want to. And the short answer is upon my very chest. And it's very sweet. Oh, I will pet Andrew in the meantime. That's fine. Totally valid. How you doing, Andrew? Good job. Has His Highness been,
I just spent 5 minutes cleaning the litter box because he put one paw in it and went, no, the litter box is now pristine. I opened the bathroom door, he looked at it, looked at me and just went,
so he's pulling a full Cruella de Vil right now is what's going on. Oh my goodness.
I wanted you to do something for me, and you've done that. You may go.
You may go now. I've made the first snow. It's a we need a bonus, and it was a 3-in-1, and then this was taken care of on its own. So here we go. Oh, that is a cool.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift to the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can you taste that? I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, Innkeep, but I must say you know your job. So, how's the day been for you two? The usual.
Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun.
And how did you like it?
Oh, it's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Real, I took a day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people.
Too many people.
Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid. Almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape.
Is that the cape? The cape of...
Invisibility? Oh, it absolutely is.
How curious. Does that mean that the two of you were headed to Baruvia now?
Why would we want to go there?
That was the deal. I help you get your cape so you can attend that fancy Baruvian vampire banquet and I get my gold's worth.
Oh! No, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Did I not mention that?
No! What about my materials then?
Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer, though?
Fine. I love how her earrings, when she gets all red in the face and her earrings kicked out.
Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back. I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what have you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin.
That's a bit of a vague description, but I might have something in mind already.
Oh, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit?
You shouldn't.
I should. The air smells like reconciliation.
Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't.
It is.
Kyle, you've stolen her your cape. You think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if my ex-husband stole me hammer?
What?
I'd take it and I'd smash all he holds there. No one takes what's mine.
But the cape is mine.
Is she of the same opinion, do you think?
Oh, maybe you're right. I would be ashamed to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. No, my poor undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down. And I wouldn't to this day.
I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know.
Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching.
If that's all.
Maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her evermore, looking towards the mountain's peaks, knowing she's merely a gasp away.
Maybe a drink could help for now.
Oh, would you do that? A drink? For me?
Of course.
Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon.
Here's the peak sunrise he talked about, which looks really nice.
Kyle, vampire, hot mess.
Let's check. The curse of being a vampire is outliving pretty much everyone you'll ever meet. So it's not surprising that Kyle seems to fight with abandonment issues. He has seen a few people die of old age, after all. Nonetheless, he is still very attentive to others, perhaps to cherish the time he has left with them. I want to be able to put together more quests. Oh, look at the S's! Alright, drink. Something fighty. Southern Brawler or Sailor's Courage. Inability to know fear. Yeah, let's not give Kyle the inability to know fear, shall we? Let's do a Southern Brawler.
Unsure whether I have successfully marooned Cat or simply given him a vantage point everywhere.
Where is he?
Up the...
Well, I am busy fix all the
He's on the top of the stationary trolley, which is currently in the middle of the office.
1 second. Almost done. Oh. He's... No, you may not be leaping. Very good job, Andu. Well, I need to find a place to wrap up pretty quick. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps.
It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper.
Why don't you Oh, child. Excuse me. Bubby, that weight could hurt you. I don't want you to jump up. Okay? Please don't jump up there. I don't want you to get hurt.
He's fine. What did he knock out?
Well, he tried to get up on the paper shredder to jump on top of the printer. And I put the kettlebell on top of the paper shredder to prevent him from jumping up on the paper shredder. And he knocked it off, and it could have smushed him. Stupid children. Could have smushed him. But he's fine. He avoided it. This is like Lestat with Louis. Yes, exactly. He's entered the crime-making hour. Yes, he's well rested, so now he needs to do crimes.
Child. Yeah.
Child.
This is the first time this is happening on stream.
Air jail. Air jail for the boy. Air jail.
I did this earlier on, and all but the light touches is yours.
Ugh. Let's see how long that lasts. I give it 12 minutes. Tops. Ugh. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day,
Right. I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I?
Your trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. I can see you.
Slick. Roots.
Roots. Roots.
We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart.
The chair has messed up, and he's gonna jump again. Bobby. That's not okay.
This is why it's nice when he sleeps.
Want windowsill crunchies?
This is
So
also
bribe the
right
child.
with food.
There you go. Because here's your normal food, but I have put your normal food on the windowsill that makes it special food.
The alcohol principle.
Oh.
Does it taste like strawberry, or does it simply taste like pink?
Oh. This is an engaging and riveting narrative. Where were we?
We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Really quite fascinating.
For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true.
Myths.
Myths? I told you. Rumor has it these are the roots of the Aether Tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia where they guard the capital.
Oh, yes, very good defense plan indeed.
What is Wood gonna do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone.
Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts.
I figured.
Oh.
Oh?
Oh, we also met the lovely Seraph again.
How are her investigations coming along?
Very, very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit.
Believe the last maid who made the doll well. She seems to be onto something. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns.
Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer?
Oh, why?
I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times.
Very well then. But you won't munch on the shopkeep, will you?
Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation.
Alright then, let's go.
Goodbye, innkeep.
Enjoy your shopping spree. Oh!
Doggo. Well met, adventurer.
This is the perfect place to stop because we got a brand new character who
Look
has
at
a
the doggo.
Look at that doggo. They're very, very happy.
He has two. One is nuzzling under her arm.
Oh yes, here's one, and here's the. It's Cerberus, isn't it?
There'll be.
I wonder if there's a third head. Oh my goodness.
The best of boys.
The best pupper. Or maybe it's a pair of hellhounds. Who knows? All right. We're going to save here because this is a perfect place for us to... Oh, God. Now what is he up to? For us to pick it up later. All right. Here we go. Save. In fact, I'm going to save over. No, I'm not. I'm not going to save over. Save. There we go. Ducky. Dog.
I love that he just put his head on the couch like, hello, I am dog.
Hello, I am dog. Yes, we will pick it up here. And our very last ad break of the stream is about to run. So I'm going to go see
what the fuck he's just done.
Take yourself one last stretch and we'll return for some shenanigans, okay? Be right back, everybody.
Welcome to the show.
Okay. He seems to be occupied with his stick for now. Let's
He found a stick on the ground.
found a stick on the ground. Yes, okay. Yes, this is our life. What's the rule about cats? You following each other around the house, wondering what the other ate?
Yep.
Very much what we've been up to. All right, let's do some shenanigans. Ducky, let's see what Ducky's found us. Headline content warnings, swearing. So,
Fucking
an adaptation of Sherlock Holmes set in a world in which the fictional character / literary juggernaut Sherlock Holmes and all the subsequent adaptations thereof still exist.
Sherlock Holmes, pronounced Holmes, as he is constantly reminding Holmes, just as he is constantly reminding people, just had the misfortune of having parents who really liked the books, and his attitude towards his fictional counterpart is pretty much the same as that of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Sherlock runs a YouTube theory channel called Mysteries Unwrapped with Sherlock Holmes. He has received no less than 7 cease and desist letters from the Conan Doyle estate, all of which he has so far
Managed to rebuff.
Yeah, so far managed to rebuff by pointing out that it's literally his name.
No, he won't change his name. He's Sherlock Holmes, the real-life human person. Let Sherlock Holmes, the non-existent fictional character, change his name.
John is Sherlock's flatmate. Sherlock almost refused to live with him once he realized that it would mean staying with a medical student named John, and only gave in once John pointed out that A, he's a biomedical student, which is a completely different form of MD, and B, his surname isn't Watson.
It's now been 3 years, which is long enough for them to have developed a genuine friendship, and for John to have A, started working towards his PhD in biotechnology, and B, for him to start dating somebody with the surname Watson.
Sherlock can feel the narrative closing in.
His YouTube channel is meant to be focused on lost media, fan theory, stuff like that he keeps accidentally stumbling upon and then solving genuine crimes.
His brother Mycroft may or may not have chosen that name after he transitions specifically to annoy him.
He doesn't even live in London, but somehow the only flat they could afford was on a street named fucking Baker Street.
Sherlock Holmes and the unescapable power of the narrative.
I would read that. I would read volumes of that.
Have you folks seen the trailer for the new Watson show, which is Watson it's like Watson as House. It's an investigative MD.
Yes. The thing which was always passed off is that, well, we really shouldn't be doing this, and this is why I've hired you, because you like doing bad stuff in-house where they just break into other people's homes and solve medical crimes, is the point here. He has specifically assembled a team to be medical detectives. So, and Holmes also seems to be a factor in the show, which is really interesting. And it looks really good. It's from the same showrunner as Elementary, which is arguably the best contemporary Holmes adaptation, and also Limitless, which is the single best continuation of a movie any TV show has possibly done in the last 20 years. And if you haven't seen Limitless, the movie, it's very good. And if you haven't seen Limitless, the TV show, it's better. Sherlock and Daughter coming out on the CW. Yeah, I could see that working too. But everything's out of copyright now, so certainly the primary characters are, so they can go buck wild.
In
America.
The United States. Let's not get into the very lengthy topic that is public domain and territoriality and all of that. I've been listening to the Sherlock & Co. podcast, got jump scared by Kareem. Love it.
Always
well
nice.
Done.
And all I can think of now is John Oliver standing next to Steamboat Willie going, what? What are you going to do? You going to sue us?
And they haven't been so far.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. We're 10 minutes to time. Good job. We've left ourselves some waffling around time. Perhaps
left ourselves some waffling around time.
A certain kitten would like to come on camera.
While he's waiting, have some two-dimensional cat.
Hang on a second. Let me try something. I don't have a shenanigans Twiglet cam, though. Okay. Never mind.
About 2 years ago, I wrote this. It is a history of cat cafes with also some cat magnets. And it's out. and I'm really
I'm
proud
sure
of
it's
it.
probably at every Waterstones in the UK.
Every
right
Waterstones
now.
in the UK, every Barnes and Noble. I'm really.
So you wrote a little book about cat cafes before we got a cat? I'm just saying.
You know,
It is gift giving season. If you're looking for, it's work for hire. You don't get
It's work
royalties.
for hire, so I don't get shit from it. But I'm really proud of it, and the artist did amazingly cute fridge magnets. And cats are cool. Even the one who just jumped up on the laser printer behind me for the third time tonight.
See, he's learned this nasty habit, which is if he does something bad and then we get up to correct him, he thinks he can run off and then we'll follow him and play with him. So
I've been so naughty. Come and play with me.
That's not how any of this works, my child.
But this is really cool. It was a lot of fun to do. I'm in very preliminary talks for what will hopefully be another one on a different subject. And one of the really cool things about it is to illustrate the history of cat cafes, we invented a fictional cat cafe. And on Margaret's suggestion, every cat in there is either a cat that I've owned or more accurately worked for across the course of my life, and ones that several friends of ours have.
Yeah, so we actually have a couple of copies of that to deliver to various friends who have their little cameos. I was trying to make a pun. It didn't.
Do you have a laser pointer? Can you trace a dot while you sit? That's not a bad idea.
We have one. We haven't put the batteries in it yet. We might need to start doing that because otherwise he just becomes a bit of a terror, doesn't he? Normally he has a little bit of zoomies before bedtime. This is a bit early in the day for him, but I've had important meetings today and I've had to close him out of the office for a bit. So he may just be
he's acting out.
He may just be in need of more attention this evening. So speaking of the law, I spent over an hour yesterday trying to figure out what did and didn't count as fraud. I needed it for something in writing. Yeah, fraud.
I've shown you.
Big topic.
I've shown you
legal lying.
The awesome competitive powerlifter and sports lawyer that we follow on TikTok.
Yes.
Sports lawyer.
It will surprise none of you that I follow a lot of lawyers on TikTok. Sports law is a messed up whole thing. It's like
Thank you, language.
It's like IP and celebrity. It's the whole thing.
He was talking about an example of someone who signed with a new club. They sent a private jet to fly him over. The jet crashed.
And he died.
He died. The club still had to pay the transfer fee.
Right. And then you have an argument about, you do this with physical property. It's about chain of title and, when he's actually transferred and when he's not and all of that good stuff. It's weird. But we're talking about people and you got to be careful because then it can start sounding really skeevy if you're not careful. Oh. Right, so let's remind everybody what we got coming up and where to find us.
This coming Friday, the last full lid for 2024 will go live.
And it's one big old essay, isn't it?
Finished the draft of it.
I say when it's finished.
Earlier today. Yeah, it's a very personal one. It's probably not personal enough and also too personal at the same time. I look forward to the 5 people who will undoubtedly unsubscribe, but,
Whatever.
But yeah, that's out this Friday, and I've sold it so well. Then
I wrote some nonsense. Would you like it? Thank you.
My bullshit. No, it's a good one. I'm proud of it. And then on Sunday we have our ultimate or final caravan sandwich journey for the year.
We'll be on Sunday.
And then Wednesday, we're back for the last time for 2024.
And we will meet this new character.
And their doggos.
Which I'm very excited about. And then that'll be it. We'll be going on holiday break. So don't forget next week, cheese and beverages. And we shall enjoy it. So bring all...
Or possibly cheesy beverages. I don't give a fuck. Do what you're going to do.
Cheesy beverages.
If you think I didn't watch the episode of Gastronauts and go, wait, so that chef literally just blended up some Haagen-Dazs vanilla with some blue cheese and made basically blue cheese ice cream. If you think I didn't watch that and make notes, then hi.
You missed the most important part of what he also put in there. Candied walnuts and ice cream and blue cheese sounds delightful.
I'm going to do some science.
Yes, so bring snacks and bring drinks next week, and we
will.
Yeah, we will. And we will hang out and then say Happy New Year and all that good stuff. Ducky, you and I haven't talked about whether or not we're going to do a fan art reel for the end of the year. I think there's maybe 10 pieces of fan art. It would be a very short reel. Maybe I can just string them all up and we'll just look at them and go, oh, yes, that was very cool. And half of them are Twiglet, and that is as it should be. So in the new year, we are definitely looking for more fan art, and we want to incorporate more art from other podcasts that Alistair's been on, of which there have been a lot. Oh, speaking of the December 18th, actually, that just reminds me, he's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. Hello.
Mother, I have done my lap of bullshit, and now I require another nappy poo.
All right, give him a... Oh, he needs pets, please. That's what that is.
Really, Dee? Hello. Please.
Hello.
I'm
Please
very tired.
pay attention to me. I'm very tired. Look at how beautiful I am. I'm beautiful and I crave attention.
Tell me I'm pretty, Father.
Yes, Bobby, you're very pretty. You're ready for a nap, aren't you? He's ready for bed. Is he purring?
He's good now.
Oh, what a sleepy boy you are. He's also probably a little cold because he's been running around. Anyway, speaking of December 18th, I believe something so adorable could never commit crimes.
And yet.
December 18th is when I believe Forged Bonds is dropping its trailer.
Featuring both of us.
Are we in the trailer?
I think we might be.
I don't know. Or maybe it's the first episode. I'm not sure. But new podcasts with your boy playing a bastard man.
And your girl playing someone who has to tolerate a bastard man.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, we were just talking about for fan art next year, we would really like to have more fan art from other podcasts that Alistair and me.
Rugmaker and Forged Bonds and
Sense of Adventure and Observable Radio and Red Valley and all that kind of stuff.
And I mean, if you folks love the Magnus Archives and the Magnus Protocol and you aren't listening to the Attic monologues, you have so much catching up to do and it's all great.
Yes, exactly. Heine is another one as well. Yeah, there's so many.
Heine's great.
I need to update Alistair's website with all of his. In fact, I'm just going to do you a little bit of promo while I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, did you bonk?
Sorry.
All right. Here is where you can find all the many shows that Alistair's been in and that needs to be updated yet again because they're not. Oh, that's right. You had a Shadows at the Door episode too. I keep forgetting.
I had Shadows at the Door. I'm in Tales from
Super Suits is getting good.
Super Suits we're both in. I'm in Tales from Beyond the Fringes of Reality, which is just finished and again is a lovely binge listen.
Yeah. And then I got to update this. I've got several more things that need to go in there.
Might well be coming back next year.
And I know that season 2 of St. Kilda's in the works.
St. Kilda continues to progress.
Which is amazing.
And I recorded a cameo in a thing last week that is out next year that I'm really happy about. And it is my favorite obtuse cameo I think I've ever done.
Yes. But my old one is so creepy, I don't know how to match that. You don't have to. I mean, that's fine. I think that's everything. I mean, do people really want to look at us or do they want to look at the cat, right? So
I'm not mad about it.
I'm just going to leave.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm just going to leave Twiglet up.
It's like, yes, please observe. Observe my beautifulness.
Train to York tomorrow. Yep, nice long journey, I would imagine. So yes, more podcasting. Nice. We have a road trip to York coming up here pretty quickly as well.
Yep.
And we're going to load up on podcasts as well, which sounds good. All right, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us, folks. I've been Alistair.
I've been Marguerite.
He has been Crimes.
Yes, he has very much been Crimes, the star of the show.
And Crimes is a great name for a cat.
Crimes?
Crimes the cat.
Crimes the cat. Mm-hmm. You can just yell, Crimes! Out the back door.
Crimes the cat and Ernst the dog.
Ernst. Oh, yes. I'm going to go see if I can get him to sleep. So have a good one, everybody. We will see you on Sunday if we see you. And if not, we'll see you here next week. Thanks so much for joining us.
See you next time, folks. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.